Good morning guys, how are we all doing? Before I get into this video, I just want to touch quickly on the last video that was here on the channel where I got you to comment on whether GoPros or cameras should be banned in races. Some very interesting comments are popping up from that video. I'm not going to go through the results here. I'm going to leave it open for a few more days, but in the next video here on the channel I am going to just dive into those results and share them here with you. But today I am going to do the first speed session of the 10-day training cycle. I've been thinking the last few days about what my running is going to look like going forward. Coming back from this bit of a break, going through this rebuild. I've been watching here on YouTube Stephen Scullion quite a bit. Now, if you don't know who Stephen Scullion is, he's an Irish Olympian, 2:09 marathoner, and he's really pushing the fitness curve. And basically what this fitness curve is that you work all levels of this fitness curve, which is basically working all your heart rate zones in whether it be 7-day, 10-day, 12-day, 14-day, whatever training cycle. And that's got me thinking, and I did mention this, going back probably a couple of months ago now, guys, that I was thinking about changing up my running structure. And then obviously I had the problems with the knee. I've been thinking more and more about it lately, and I'm going to switch up things with my running, and I'm going to go away from what I've always run to, a 7-day cycle, and change it to a 10-day cycle. Now I'm not going to jump straight into that just yet because I'm still working my way back with this run walk and also running on the grass, but it's something that I'm going to work towards. So I'm moving away from my regular Monday to Sunday running week, which looked like easy day Monday, speed type session on a Tuesday, Wednesday medium long run, Thursday tempo-ish or a steady day, Friday easy, Saturday park run, and then Sunday the long run. But I think as I've got a bit older, starting to be more aware of the body, all those little aches and pains and niggles, that I need to get away from my past regular 120k plus weeks. I just can't sustain that sort of level of mileage any longer, and this is what really has attracted me to the 10-day running cycle and working all levels of that fitness curve, with the main aim being to push that fitness curve to the right. Probably not going to explain it really well enough here, but what you want to do is start the fitness curve here and then push it to the right, so it shows you that you are getting fitter. So what I'm going to do with this 10-day cycle is a long run, a medium long run, a speed session, a tempo threshold type of session, 2 steady days, 2 easy days, a park run day, and a rest day. Now, one of my goals for 2023 was to have a rest day on a regular basis, and I'm going to do that as part of this running cycle. Now, I'm not sure when I'm going to start that 10-day running cycle. Just keeping an eye on my watch here, guys, because I've got another 500-meter jog segment coming up. I want to get through this early rebuilding phase. Just put my glasses on, so I'm just ready to go. I stick it in my eye. Good one. All right. So I want to get through this first. Oh God, I'm all over the shop here, guys. Music's come out. Oh my God, what am I doing? So I want to get through this first rebuilding phase of run walk. Today I'm out here doing, what am I doing today? I'm doing 500 walk, 500 run. So that'll get me up to 5k. Looking to get to 5 to 7k before I start dropping that walking component. So I reckon probably in a couple of weeks I'll introduce this 10-day running cycle and we'll see how that goes. And I'll go through what that might look like in another video, but that's the plan at the moment. That's going to allow more recovery time between those harder sessions. So instead of doing a long run on a Sunday and then backing up for speed, I'll be able to break those sort of sessions up with more days between. And it's all geared towards looking after the body and making sure that I'm being smart and not running into any type of injury difficulties that will prevent me from running. And what I'd be interested to know from you is, do you use a 7-day cycle, 10-day, 12-day, 14-day, 2 weeks even? Let me know down in the comments, guys, what your running schedule looks like. And if you do use this, let's say 10-day running cycle, for example, be interested to know how you have found it. For me, I guess it's a bit of an experiment. It's like the MAF running, which is the Maffeton aerobic function, running to heart rate. When I first started the channel, nearly 3 years ago, I was experimenting with the MAF. I loved it when I was coming back from injury, and it just really fitted in well with my running. And I got a lot of benefit out of that, I must say. But I think it comes to a stage where, for me anyway, I want to progress my running. So even though I'm almost 57, I still want to progress my running and see where I can get to at my age. I guess the easy days will look like MAF running because going to be just really easy on those days, so it will be low heart rate. So I hope I've explained that well enough, guys, this fitness curve and just building your fitness through all levels of the fitness curve or the heart rate zones. Ideally, I'd love to be tested, I guess, get proper reading for, you know, what the maximum heart rate is, etc. I know that in 5k races that I have run where I've been pushing really hard, I can't get my heart rate over 150, so I'm sure that my maximum heart rate is higher than that, but without testing properly it's hard to know. So maybe I will look into doing some testing when I get a little bit of fitness back, and then that way I can really gauge how accurate my training zones can be. Be really interested to know too, guys, if you have been tested for your heart rate zones, your maximum heart rate, down in the comments. Did you find it beneficial? Was it a waste of time? Let me know. All right, so what is it? Today is Sunday. It's Sunday afternoon, it's mid-afternoon. Beautiful autumn day, bit warm, but nowhere near as bad as summer. Just enjoying going through the process at the moment of, you know, rebuilding. I know I'm only on day 3. See if I can get this on without stuffing things up too much. Already notice a complete change in my mood, motivated to get out the door and run now. When I had that downtime, didn't really miss running all that much. I think that was probably just my way of really dealing with the fact that I needed a good break. I've had that good break now, and I am ready to get back into it, albeit at a very gradual, easy, slow build up, and we'll just see where it ends up. Make sure you drop me a like, because it really does help the channel. And don't forget, send me a comment too, guys. I do answer everyone's comments, so really like to know how you're getting on with your running and whereabouts you are in the world. Today I am Going to do the first speed session of the 10-day training cycle. I'll put the session up here on screen so you can see what I'm going to be up to. Normally I'll do a 3 to 4k warm up and cool down as part of these speed sessions, but because I'm easing my way back into these sessions, and I'm not going to go crazy on the speed either, so the 2-minute efforts will be probably around about, hopefully, 4:20 per kilometre. That's slower than my marathon pace, yes, but I'm just being really cautious coming back after that bit of a knee hiccup. And look, I'm getting ready to run that 1 hour 40 pacing group at the Cairns half marathon, which is now just under 8 weeks away. So what the plan will be over the next sort of 4 to 5 weeks, that these speed components as part of this 10-day training cycle will gradually get a little bit quicker. I'm not going to get into any express pace in this little training block. Just want to see how this 10-day training cycle goes. The past few weeks have just been building back up slowly, getting a little bit more mileage in the legs. I think last week was about 50k I hit. I forgot to mention, guys, the 1-minute recoveries. They'll be a float, maybe closer to a jog today because that's my first one. All right, let's fire up the watch and get this session done. Guys, we'll just let that upload or download or whatever it does and let Garmin do its thing, and then we'll just have a look here on Garmin and just see what those splits were. I've got a feeling that I may have been a little bit quicker than that 4:20 pace that I did set out to do at the start. Okay, where are we, Mr. Garmin? Oh, just while I'm letting that upload, download. That was tough, guys. Wow. That's the first speed session I've done for many, many months, and yeah, it was tough. Oh, hang on. Might actually help if I press the right buttons on the Garmin. Then things might happen. Where are we? Okay, here we go. Alright, let's have a look here, and we've got 412, 419, 415, 417, 412, 412, 412, 414, 409, 409 and 411. So it wasn't that far off the mark, really. Wow, I was a bit surprised by that because I would have thought that I was running a little bit quicker. Well, it certainly felt like I was running a little bit quicker. But anyway, it's a good starting point and really happy with that session. I did get a bit tired towards the end and I did find it tough. Good place to start, something to build on now over the next 4 to 5 weeks as work towards that Cairns half marathon mid-July. I think it's around about the 15th of July, pacing 140. So it's just a matter of getting a few more miles in the legs, some more long runs into my schedule, and should be all good. Alright guys, thanks very much for watching this video. Do appreciate you watching. Wherever you are, run well, run safe, and I shall see you in the next video.